Happy 2014! Hello Capricorn! Here is your year ahead for 2014 and also applies if you've got a Capricorn moon or your Capricorn ascendant. Dear Capricorns, this new year starts off January 1st with a supermoon, power super turbocharged moon in your sign, and it's in your first house here, joining Pluto. This is why it's a supermoon, sun, moon, sun together, and also Venus retrograde in your sign. So a lot happening in your first house, Capricorns. This is about you. This is about you reevaluating you, looking very much, particularly while Venus is retrograde for this first month, looking at what gives you pleasure, looking at your relationships, could well bring a new relationship into your life at the beginning of this year. It could also bring you some good fortune as well with your finances. But it's important that you look at your relationships and your finances and be ready, Capricorns, you love structure, to restructure so that you here are feeling happy, that you're feeling satisfied on the inner levels. Pluto in your sign, yes, I know Capricorns, so many of you have been undergoing huge transformational changes. And I do think this year is going to be another year of great change for you, transformational change. But don't take that as a negative, Caps. Take that as a positive, because it's about you growing, going deeper into the soul that you are, the unique soul that you are, and bringing that energy out of you. So it's about restructuring your life so that you're happier. Maybe you need to declutter, maybe you've got to get rid of a load of stuff. Maybe you're holding on to stuff. Maybe you need to give some things to charity. Make way for the new. This is what this new moon is saying to you right at the beginning of the year. Make some space for new relationships. If you want to love in your relationship, make space for it. If you want more money coming in, make the space for it. I don't know about you, but sometimes when I have a blooming good sort out, I often find money that I'd hidden away somewhere. Or I find something. Oh, I didn't know I had that. So decluttering can be a wonderful thing to do. The powerful months this year are January, as I said, affecting you greatly personally, April and October. These are the intense months. But let me break down the year for you. Mars. Mars is going to be in Libra, already is in Libra, for the first 7 months of the year until the 26th of July. And it's in your 10th house, Capricorn. This is a wonderful time, these first 7 months of the year, for putting energy into your career, for putting energy into your destiny path, if you like, if you don't know what your destiny path is, to really put energy into finding it out. Read a lot, listen to a lot of different things, but of course then make up your own mind. Pluto's in your sign, make up your own mind and don't listen to too much outside influence. But it's about going for your career, your ideal job. The Mars energy is going to push you forward. You're going to get a lot done in your work. Wonderful time for accomplishing a great deal. It's a wonderful time for being seen more. If you want to be seen, either within your company or if you want to be seen maybe politically in some way, the Mars energy can push you out there to be seen. Now, this Mars retrograde is from the 1st of March to the 19th of May. This will be a time, so until the 1st of March, by all means go out there, put a lot of energy out, make connections, do the best you can to get out there. Now, between the 1st of March and 19th of May, it's a time to back off a little bit with too much out there stuff, time to back off and to reflect more. To reflect on the energy you put in, to see how you got on. Did you get the work? Did you not? Do you need to adapt what you offer? Do you need to train and get some more skills so that you can offer something that's more marketable right now. It's an opportunity to reflect. Then, after you've come to some conclusions, hopefully during the retrograde, after the 19th of May, then you're ready to go again. Then it's another push forward and the energies are working with you to go directly to where you want to go. As I said, April is another powerful month. On April the 21st, we have an exact square between this Pluto going on that you certainly are aware of, I know, and square to Uranus that's been shaking up your foundations for so many of you. Many of you have moved, want to move, feel restless. I think there'll be this restlessness will probably be triggered again, and also some changes going on in your close environment. Don't see this as a bad thing. Please don't see these difficult, so-called difficult aspects astrologically as bad things, because very often they move us out of a certain comfort zone so that we can be happier, so that we can have more in our lives. I always find that when I'm pushed out of my comfort zones, which I've been many times during this last year with all the travel I've done and different places and the disruptive things and funny beds to lie on and funny food, to all sorts of things that are disruptive to one's routine, because I'm seeing that your routines may well be disrupted. But find ways to see that this is going to be for the best thing for you in the longer run. See it that it's not going to last, because Uranus doesn't have things last a long time. They don't last a long time. They pass quickly. And Uranus for me is a refresher. It's the reset button of, come on, let's have more excitement now in our lives. And we need excitement. We need passion. I feel excited when I speak to you. I love doing this. And I hope you can feel that coming through the airwaves. That's what this is about. What are you loving? Make sure that you're doing what you're loving. The Uranus is shaking up your foundations. It's shaking up the bits of you that want to stay comfortable, that want to stay with what you've got. And I'm not saying not to stay with the things that are working. But you may be moving. And if you're not moving, there may be renovations in your place. But something changing as well around your home, your family. Maybe there's some, you have to make trips and travel a little bit. There may be some travel for you as well, Capricorns. Short travel. Now, on April 14th and 15th, we've got a lunar eclipse at 25 degrees of Libra, happening right up here with the Mars energy. So Mars here being activated in your 10th house again. And these eclipses, they come in pairs. So that was the lunar eclipse. And the solar eclipse is on the 28th and 29th of April. And the solar eclipse is at 8 degrees of Taurus. And this is falling here in your 5th house. So the eclipse is for you. And by the way, at the end of the video, all the dates will be outlined so you'll have a reference point for the year to come. So the pair of eclipses, lunar and solar, are happening in this 10th house and 5th house. This is an interesting mix. So the 10th house is all about your public image, getting out there, being seen and noticed. And the Mars energy should help you with that. And this solar eclipse here at the end of April in the 5th house is all about your creative energy. It's great if you're in the entertainment field. This should be very good for success there. It can also bring a new romance to you at that time. It's also good for children, for getting pregnant, for having a child, for conceiving a child at this time. It's also very good for a new business idea, but particularly important is using that creative energy that you've got. This is important, Capricorns, bringing that out and using it, and it could also help you be successful in your career. So the two are going together. I always take eclipses in pairs. Of course, when they come, I'll explain them separately in more depth when those months come, but just to give you the overview for the coming year. So as you see, April is very powerful. Jupiter in your 7th house of relationship, Capricorn. Expanding your relationships, bringing more people into your life, if you will allow it. If you will let more people come into your life, there will be more. Jupiter there can indicate marriage, planning for a marriage, can also indicate some good fortune with partners, with general partnerships, also people you consult with. Anybody that advises you can bring you some good people here. It's also learning experiences connected with your relationships going on. I'm sure there have already been some learning experiences because Jupiter's already been there for 6 months, but I think there's some more coming, and that's good. The more you can learn and get out of difficult behaviour patterns, the better your relationships become. So this should be enhancing for your relationships. After the 17th of July, this Jupiter moves into your 8th house. And this could be an opportunity for an inheritance. Could be somebody investing in you, giving you a grant, sponsorship of some kind. It can also mean your partner's finances improve in some way. It can also mean that it's important that you take care of anything concerning taxes, and if there's been anything going on with a tax or an insurance case, it could resolve favourably for you. It's also an important time to look at intimacy issues. How intimate are you willing to get with people? How much do you allow people into you and your heart? This too may be an expansion for you. And of course it's excellent for anything metaphysical. Anything involving the metaphysical arts is wonderful. Of course, astrology does come into that. October, the next power month, we've got another pair of eclipses coming up. On October the 8th, we've got a lunar eclipse in Aries, which is joining this Uranus here in your 4th house of home. And October the 20th at 15 degrees. And October the 23rd, we have a solar eclipse at 0 degrees of Scorpio happening here, joining Saturn here in this 11th house. So this pair of eclipses happening for you, Capricorns, in your 4th house and your 11th house. This is shining a light on home, on family, on do you feel, what's it going to take for you to feel secure? What is it? Is it money? How much money? Is it the people around you? Is it an inner feeling of security? What's it going to take? That's going to be a light shining on that, as well as a light shining on home, family. There may be responsibilities you need to take care of in home and family, but also it can certainly create a trip, travel. Either moving or travel is very strongly aspected. Then we've got this 11th house being triggered. Now it's triggered all year by the fact that Saturn is still there, and Saturn is going to be there until December the 24th, practically the whole year. So Saturn and this solar eclipse happening for you at the end of October. With Saturn here, there could be a feeling that you've got just 1 or 2 friends, not lots and lots, but just 1 or 2, but important friends. Don't get worried about that. Don't get into an isolation feeling about that. As well, with Saturn there, it's a wonderful time to restructure the groups and the kinds of people you meet up with. Maybe you want to be associated with a different organisation. Maybe you want to join something different that maybe with Saturn there could help you with your work or your business connections. This could be very helpful for you. It's also a good time to put structure, meat on the bones of your dreams, your wishes. Really get real about them and start visualizing. The moon energy there will help you to bring not only the practical energy to your dreams and wishes, but also the visualizing of them, feeling them. And it's like anything, you know, if you really want something enough and you think about it and you visualize it and you feel it as though it's already happened, then it's pretty much yours. You're very close to it. And that Saturn should give you that feeling of tangibility and getting closer to the things that you really want in your life. And boy, you've been working hard for it on many levels, I know that. And the December the 15th, just to end the year with a big bang as it began, we have yet another exact square of Uranus and Pluto. Again, questioning you, are you feeling good with the decisions you're making? this whole reinvention that's going on of you and everything being triggered, certainly strongly for the first 7 months of the year, by this cross happening in the heavens, which is you, your needs, your relationships, growth and learning in relationships, but some good things happening this year potentially in your relationships, Capricorns. And also here, your home, your security being triggered, possibly a move, and this moving upwards and putting energy into a career that is deeply satisfying for you. That's going to be important here as this year moves on. So, you're already aware of your Pluto energy. I know that it's causing you to go deeper, but remember, Pluto is the phoenix that rises out of the ashes. So don't lose hope. For many of you that have been having issues and difficulties, don't lose hope. Keep faith. Keep going, be ready to change, be flexible, visualize, and it should work out well for you. I thank you for listening, for subscribing, for sharing, for commenting. If you'd like me to take a detailed look at your chart, I'd love to do so. And I wish you a very happy 2014. Bye for now.